So you hired him for security even before the calling card arrived? So... either you knew that Mass was gonna arrive here even before the... like... even before you knew that he would send the calling card, or you needed Adme for something else. Like, what is the deal with that, Andrews? Well, yes. I had a premonition that something bad might happen. Oh. Hmm. Well, I guess you could say that this is in your nature, Andrews, to be extra prepared and all that. You knew that this was going to be a very important exhibit, like a museum exhibit of treasures and such, so it is more than likely a target for thieves, and especially since you know of the record of Mass, like what he does. He's been so popular that you really wanted to make sure that everything is going to be okay, so you got help even before the calling guard appeared. I learned to trust my punches. So that's why there are security cameras, even in the basement warehouse? Yes, Lord Taylor is very serious about their security measures. It was their way of saying, "Bring it on!" to any potential thieves. Well, he sure brought it last night. And even left with a nice souvenir. Even with all that preparation, something was stolen. Oof. I'm sorry to hear that, Andrews. You tried your best. Can you tell us a bit about the security for the treasure exhibit? It was all my fault. I never should have called this paltry collection a treasure exhibit anyway. Why do you say that? The urn that was stolen is a pretty important object. Maybe. But its actual value after appraisal was, well, practically zero. Zero?! I paused it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. But it contains the soul of Misigami. Boy, you can tell that, Maya is gonna start crying, anytime soon, real bad. Anyway, I left all the security arrangements to Detective Adme. But... you left it all to look at me? Are you serious? 5 days ago, I began receiving all sorts of other exhibit items from Korean. Lots of people started going in and out of the warehouse down there. Okay. So I guess it is well then why did you say that, the secret urn got appraised to, just 0, and that's it? Because it does seem that Maya's stuff is pretty famous, since you have people going in and out of the warehouse there. So maybe one of them was actually masking disguise. No. I personally checked out everyone that came through here, so that's not possible. Knowing energy, probably even checked out what they ate for breakfast that morning. Still. Okay, well... I don't know, let's ask you about some stuff here. I am especially curious about some stuff, Andrews, when it comes to the basement. Miss Andrews? I know. It's all my fault. But what's done is done. I'll make it up by making a new iron for you. I promise. I'm just wasting my time. She's too far gone. Oh, sweetie. I am actually pretty darn curious about the paint in the warehouse, and about the positioning of the statue. And the box too. Yeah, she really doesn't have much to say about this. That's the box that had the second urn in it. Why was it unchecked? I thought I investigated this before. Yeah, for some reason For some reason all this stuff is unchecked. Oh, is it because Prose is not with us? That could be it. Yeah, like I came here to take a look once more at the box to see like the paint positioning and all that, where the paint was stuck to.
It says property of Lord Taylor on it.
So it's borrowed?
Kinda strange for a nice detective, don't you think?
When we were here with Miss Andrews last night, the statue wasn't where it is now.
Yeah, it was right next to the door, wasn't it?
If someone moved it, it was probably the criminal.
Maybe he didn't like being watched by Miss Degami while he stole the urn.
Hey, cut it out. You're giving me the creeps with that kind of talk. It looks to me like it's been dry for several days.
There's something suspicious about this paint mark. The bottom left part of it is shaped oddly and it's shockingly pink.
I don't see how the color of the paint is in any way important. She's thinking of something.
Our precious urn was right there on the other side of these doors.
Yeah, and according to the security camera data...
Someone was in there last night. Ugh! What'd I like to do to him?
Yes, indeedy. Alright, fine. I think that we've avoided this, like, enough. It is inevitable, so... Let's go to Look At Me's detective agency. Oh my goodness gracious. Yep, this place reeks of narcissism.
Hello?
Well, well. How lovely it is to see you again, my dear. Welcome to my abode. Relax and soak up the atmosphere. And you, Noby Grant! I knew you would arrive here. I prepared guacamole and Pringles just for you. And there's also a cauldron in the back over there. For your enjoyment. Thanks. We're actually kind of... Shh! Silence! Precisely as I expected.
Well, what is it?
Zwei! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a speed medium. Am I correct? A detective. Bony. Just as I thought. You're doing this again?
I think we've already been through this.
Ha! So my estimation was correct! Zwei! How truly elegant. Now then, what can I do for you? Alright, look at me. Let's talk some more about another crime. You were there. You mentioned before that you were on guard duty all alone last night. Precisely. This is my 5th encounter with my arch-enemy. I refuse to allow anyone to interfere with a rightful pursuit of my prey.
Had he been after Master since his very first theft?
Yes, but I see you've done your homework. In his very first heist, that vile thief pilfered the famous jewel, the Tear of Emananon. I first encountered him in the museum's secret hall, the crime scene itself.
So, that's why you were hired as a security for the treasure exhibit?
I'm pretty sure he said that Adrian Andrews hired him. Yep, and she said it herself as well. Yes! I borrowed some equipment from Lord Taylor and set the perfect trap! You must mean the security camera.
But I thought you were watching the area yourself, too. So, how did Master Mask manage to steal the urn?
That's the million-dollar question. What is Master Mask's modus operandi?
Mr. Admin, did you know about the secret urn?
I'm interested in only one thing, my dear. And and that is Masty Mask. Second turn. That has nothing to do with my case. But wasn't that what Masty Mask stole this time? I am a hunter, sir. The urn was nothing more than a lure to catch my prey. Do you yourselves remember the shape of the individual penis you throw to pigeons?
I don't think I like this guy's attitude, Nick.
Well, Annie, it looks like he doesn't know more about the urn. It looks like he doesn't know about the urn. No. It doesn't, eh?
There's something that's kind of bothering me.
Please, my dear, ask me anything you like. After all, we're all but seekers, wandering alone in the dark.
Well, I'm wondering how Masty Mask managed to steal the urn. I mean, isn't it strange that you don't seem to know?
Yeah, now that you mention it, it is strange. After all, you were on guard that night at the scene of the crime. Unless you were sound asleep, you should have at least seen Masty Mask. Oh my! It seems that you are hiding something from us. Look at me. What the? It's a Psychlock.
Psycholock?
Huh. You're definitely hiding something from us, look at me. You surely are. Alright, look at me. I think that you're keeping something hidden from us. So spit it already. You are gonna tell us everything you know. Oh my god! Phoenix Wright and Noby Grant are doing my Psychlock! My all-time favorites are doing my Psychlock! Just keep it cool. Keep it cool. Be calm and keep smiling. Yes! Detective Edney, you were standing guard at the scene of the crime. There's no way you didn't see Masty Mask commit the crime. Well, now, I can hardly see why you're so positive about that. Yes, indeed, I was guarding the warehouse. That much is true. But I can tell you for certain that not a single person passed through that door. I'm not sure why, but this Admin guy is lying for Steve. I know. I'll show him some proof. Detective Admin, I have here proof that someone went through that door last night. And that proof is this piece of paper. It says that one person went through that door, caught by the camera and the data stored on the computer. How about that one, mate? There was a security camera set up at the scene of the crime. It should have automatically taken a photo of anyone that went through that door. Precisely. I'm pretty sure that the surveillance camera did her job well. Good job, camera-chan. I hope you don't mind, but we've already gotten our hands on the camera data. As you can see, the camera went off exactly once last night. What? Camera-chan, you betrayed me! But my monocle didn't catch anyone in its flash. It must be some kind of computer malfunction. It must be. Maybe it was your monocle that malfunctioned. What did you just say? What? Are you saying that I didn't do my duty properly? Detective Admin, you must have seen the thief last night. The question is, why are you trying to hide it? If he's hiding it, there must be some reason. Some reason that he desperately wants to keep hidden. And I got just a piece of evidence that should prove it. Okay, let's suppose you did manage to see Masty Mask. In that case, the reason you didn't at that time was because you were... Well, obviously, it was because you were using the bathroom. I'm afraid that making a guess is not enough. Time to put your money where your mouth is. Show me your evidence! Sure. If you want evidence, then, well, here it is. It is because you are a poopy head. May I give you a piece of good advice, sir lawyer? What is it? A guess is not the same as a thief. Not scientifically, anyway. You need to go home, take a long cold shower, and get a good night's rest, sir lawyer. Scientifically speaking. I guess I need to think this over again. Detective Edney, you must have seen the thief last night. The question is, why you're trying to hide it? Alright. I guess so. Let's go with the real answer over here, and I think I know what is going on over here. The thing is, you were unconscious. I'm afraid that making a guess is not enough. Time to put your money where your mouth is. Show me your evidence! Alright, no need to be so overdramatic and such. Here's my evidence, like right over here. It is the Shichishito, a ceremonial sword held in the hand of Amifei's statue. It wasn't bent before the crime. And yet it was. There is a reason why it was bent. Right there. Take that! Detective Edney. You were knocked unconscious by the thief, weren't you? Surely you must be joking. You think that I, look at me, could be knocked unconscious so easily? And the sword proves it. That's a bent sword that came from a golden statue that was located in the basement warehouse. It was bent for a reason, and that reason could be that you were hit with it. You were doing something else while the thief caught you by a surprise. Before the theft, this sword was in the hand of the statue of Amifei. Furthermore, at that time, it was not bent. There's only one explanation. You were struck on the head and knocked unconscious by the sword. Well, detective, how about it? I'm impressed. You truly are a nice attorney. Fine. I will admit my guilt. I was struck by the thief with the sword while I was doing something else. Okay, well, what in the world were you doing at that point instead of protecting the warehouse? I was binge-watching your videos on your YouTube channel. Mess for how long? 6 hours straight. You were watching my videos for 6 hours straight? You cannot fault me for being a crazed fan! Now make more Let's Talk Down on Nice Attorney videos, goddammit! Alright, well, let's hear it, look at me. About Masty Mask's MO. I cannot deny that there may be a small hint of truth in what you say.
So you were knocked out when the thief first clobbered you?
Clobber? What an ugly way of saying it. But I suppose you could put it that way. The coward struck at the precise moment that I turned to look at the computer.
So you never noticed that the thief had entered the warehouse?
No. The coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Perhaps the air ducts or the sewer pipes. Then my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here.
Ouch. Mr. Edney should have his poor head examined.
I can say that again. How could he have underestimated the thief that badly? Well, it looks like we got one thing cleared up anyway.
Huh? What? That Edney is the greatest ace detective in the world?
If Edney is the greatest ace detective in the world, then I am the king of all pirates. No, that he never actually saw the thief.
Oh, that's right. So the thief may not even be Masty Mask.
Just one moment, sir lawyer. That thief was unquestionably Masty Mask.
Well, you never actually saw him.
Perhaps so. But I installed a security camera for just such a contingency.
Oh.
Last night, the camera went off exactly once. Behold! This is a photo of the dastardly thief. taken by the security camera. Kamira-chan! That's him! Dun dun! Boing!
Masty Mask!
I see. The thief can be none other than the arch criminal, Masty Mask. After all, he has a very good reason for committing such brazen crimes. What are you talking about? What is this reason? So, what did he mean by he had a very good reason? Exactly that. Mr. Delight had a very good reason to dress up and commit those crimes. There should be a green envelope somewhere in his room. You'll need to go and investigate. How do you know about a green envelope?
But how would you know about that?
Have you forgotten? You're speaking to the finest ace detective ever to walk on the face of the earth. The most brilliant mind since, well, ever. Look at me! Well, I guess we better go take a look, just in case. Okay, well, before we do that, let me see about some stuff. I'm sorry I cannot be more helpful. But I have no interest, save that, of finding evidence against my arch rival.
Nah, it's okay. I think it's just a bit of a piddling evidence hog. That's his defense, though.
A piddling evidence hog, you say? In that case, that's simply wasting my breath.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Thanks, pal. I couldn't have said I was a rival, not a piddling evidence hog. What about this person here, Detective Edney?
Is something wrong? Did the cat get your tongue or something?
That photo leaves me with a distinctly indistinct feeling. In this case, I'm afraid my perspicacity has been left wanting. I think he's trying to say that he doesn't have any information. This man surrendered to the police, admitting that he was Masty Mask. Maybe so, but I'm not convinced that he's really behind the thefts. He is.
He sounds pretty sure.
Just look at his forehead. It's all in the shape of his mouth and eyes. This is the classic face of a thief. It is unmistakable. Oh, he does have a cute face.
Is there anything that isn't unmistakable to you?
I wonder. This person is Zwei, a great ace detective. Am I correct? Am I correct or am I correct? But I was the one asking you. This photo simply isn't enough information. I'm afraid I cannot be certain. I'm afraid I cannot be absolutely certain. But the intelligence in those eyes indicates a man of deep wisdom and insight.
Stop messing around, Nick. Just guys him already.
But this guy is scary. This guy is too spooky for me. Okay. This will surely be Masty Mask's final heist. Last time I came close and managed to retrieve the stolen treasure. Mark my words! This criminal of humanity will be found guilty in due time. And then I, look at me, ace detective, will dance with joy. I have no clue what you're blabbering about, but I guess I'll find out soon. Okay. I am noticing something over here, but as of now, I don't see any importance to it. I mean, he does also have like a ring over there. A ruby ring, it seems. Oh, him. Yes, well, I saw him earlier. That wretched detective has let the thief slip through his fingers every single time. Well, you're not one to talk so freely about it, look at me. You let the thief escape as well.
Gretchen, huh?
Now that I think about it, I wonder if they aren't working together. Huh? If you ask me, look at me. I believe the two of them are conspirators.
If Detective Genshu heard that, he'd probably cry.
He is a surprisingly sensitive guy. Yes, indeed. Ah, the charming young lady responsible for security, Miss Adrian Andrews.
Huh? You know her?
Yes, well, I should. She was the person who hired me for this job. A very intelligent woman. After all, she hired Detective Look at Me, did she not? Well, I'm entirely convinced that was an intelligent move on her part. Maybe like a last resort type thing. What about this person here, Detective Edme?
So how did you know I was a spirit medium?
Oh, that was child's play. First, your hair. It's not of the type.
Well, they also have a bio about me on the treasure exhibit poster. And I do have a Twitter profile page.
This woman, she is a true beauty. You don't say. I would be honored if you would introduce her to me. I assure you, sir lawyer, that my interest is strictly professional.
Ew, this guy's even creepier than I thought.
I assure you, my dear, all ace detectives are perfect gentlemen. That's pretty amazing the way you were able to tell what I do for a living. No, it's elementary, my dear, right? Elementary. If you're really interested, the first clue was the hair. Wow, impressive.
Maybe he just took a look at the attorney's badge on your label, genius. Or he took a look at Nick's Twitter page as well.
Alright. Let's just go to the mask's hideout and see about this letter that he's talking about. And see. It's like right over here. There you go.
Hey Nick! Remember what Detective Edme said?
Exactly that. Mr. Delight had a very good reason to dress up and commit those crimes. There should be a green envelope somewhere in his room. You need to go and investigate. A green envelope, huh? Looks like this is it.
Okay, let's have a look. If you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to KB Security at 1 AM on October 12th and bring $50,000. 50,000?
Oh my goodness gracious. That is even bigger than 42,337. Oh, what was that dollar for the copper fine? This is blackmail leather. Sure looks like a major clue, alright. Blackmail leather added to the court record.
Oh, someone's at the door. I'll be right back. Won't take but a second, I promise. Oh, thank you for coming. That's so nice of you.
When I see a damsel in distress, I just cannot help myself.
Please, come on in. I'll make some coffee.
Really? Okay, I guess I'll make myself at home, pretty lady. Wait a minute. I know that voice.
Oh, Nicky boy. I'm so sorry, but I've got another guest.
Ah! You're... Nick! It's you! And Maya too! What a fluke! Larry? How? Why? Oh, this is quite a surprise. Why are you here?
Larry! Long time no see.
Oh god. I can already see it. The nuclear bomb is gonna detonate once more in another trial. But, okay, joking aside, it's nice seeing you again, Larry.
What? You know each other?
Nicky boy? Nick, do you and this girl have, something going on? Something? If you knew what... I underestimated you, Nick. A gorgeous lady like this? And married too? Way to go, dude! I knew it. Just when things can't get any worse, it's time to cue in the butts. Larry Butts. Ever since grade school, he's been... not exactly a close friend, but yeah, we know each other. Hey man, that wasn't nice. That was your very first client. Yeah, we got quite the storied history, he and I. And what we used to say still rings true. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Hey, come on now. You're embarrassing me. You're fond of this pretty little thing here.
So you two are old childhood friends, I see. Oh, that's so sweet. We could go ahead and catch up on all times. I'm going to go check on my bike.
Let's go then, Desi. So how have you been, Nick? Yeah, I'm too busy if you really want to know. The life of an attorney truly is an exciting one. A lot of things happened ever since Montreal case. Okay, Larry Butts, so how has your life been going? So what have you been up to this whole time? It's been 2 years since I heard from you. And what were those clothes? You look... oh, weird. Hey man, that's uncalled for! This is my uniform for my part-time job! But I cannot believe it's been 2 years. They say time flies when you're having fun. Huh? What's wrong? Nick! I gotta tell you! Women! I don't trust them anymore! You got dumped again? Well, you know, Bennifer, I followed her all the way to Japan 2 years ago. Japan? Never heard of it. The hell is that? That's where I met the famous Katie Tom, and my whole life changed. Bennifer, Katie Tom. I never heard of either of them. Anyway, dude, Katie Tom chose Hollywood over me. Can you believe it? No, that can't be it. There has to be some explanation for that. Some reasonable explanation.
Well, actually... anyway, sounds like you had quite the adventure.
Women! They're so... Ah! Oh, you're different, Maya. You're not like the rest. Oh. Seems like he's still the same old Larry. Okay, but why are you here? So, what are you doing here anyway? Is it because of Desi? Is this like a cosmic coincidence that we would meet you here and at the same time you were just looking for another girl and you caught your eyes on Desi? Huh? What do you mean by that? I'm just a natural born nice guy, that's all. Actually, I picked this up last night while I was working. A wallet? But... Larry Butts, how dare you? You steal from people now? Yeah. Well, you know, what I want to say is, I had a driver's license, so I figured I'd return it myself. Found by Larry at his part-time security job's company building. Night of the crime. Hang on, let me see that for a minute. I knew it. There's his picture is in here. Yeah, I guess he really thinks his wife, huh? Hey, Nick! He's not what you're freaking at all! No, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, I haven't changed a bit, Larry Butts. Oh, no way, man! I mean, she's a married woman! That's just bad news! He really is here just to check out Miss Delight. But...
So you said you found it at your job. Right?
Yeah, I'm working for a private security company as a safeguard. Wait a minute. Your uniform says KB. Just love a guy in uniform, you know. You're a security guard, huh? So that's what that uniform is all about. So what time is it when you found this last night? Huh? Why are you asking that? Trying to see if I got an alibi? You're not the one on the hook for a crime this time, buddy. Luckily, but... Granted, you may end up being suspected of crime at some point during this trial, so... Maybe we should already establish like an alibi of some sort, just in case. I guess it was around 1 in the morning on the first floor of our company building. Around 1 AM in your company building, you say? What was Mr. Delight's wallet doing here? Anyway, there's nothing weird about that. After all, he works there.
He works there? You mean Mr. Delight?
Sure. Here, take a look at this. It's right there in his wallet.
What's this card?
It's a keycard for the security company. See? It's got a serial number on it right there. There's no mistake about it. You said you are working part-time at the security company, right? Huh. So I guess it is true. Ron Delight is a security guard. Security guard by day, mass demas by night, possibly. That's right. Why are you making that scary face? Security company, huh? Something's not quite secure about Larry working there. I need to find out as much as I can about this keycard. Found inside Ron's wallet. Apparently used for the building of his part-time job. Okay then. Well, let's see about some stuff around here. Larry Butts, can I ask you more about him? So you're sure about this keycard? Yep, that's the keycard we use at the building I work in. According to the serial number, this one is for the CEO's office. The CEO's office. You need to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record.
He leaves a record?
That would be lovely, lovely, lovely information to have for the trial. Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. Larry, I need that data. Oh, slow down, man. Sorry, but that data is off limits to outsiders. No. You know, I always feel sad of how powerless Nick is sometimes when it comes to him being a defense attorney and all that. But we could ask Gumshoe for this if he comes with the police there and asks for information. Or maybe Edgeworth, he could help us, maybe. If I lost the job, I never have a chance with Daisy. It's times like this when I wish lawyers weren't so powerless. Exactly like I was thinking before. Oh my god. Found in Ron's wallet, almost the key being security CEO's office. There's a record being used. All these years, Nick. All these years of having like so many win cases, like only one lost case. Cause, well, Matt Angard's case is technically the first case that he ever lost. Not that it is affecting Nick right now, like whatsoever. It was still a win-win for us, but nonetheless, for the most part, he has been pretty successful. So he should have built like a pretty good reputation till now, right? Right? So he should have some more power till now. You didn't touch anything in the wall, did you? Hey man, be serious! know what I was interested in? If Nasty Mask doesn't look out, he is gonna be the victim of a robbery himself. Hey Larry, what about this? What? What? You got something to say, then say it already. Then say it already. Huh? A blackmail letter? Do you know anything about this? What? I don't know anything about Alexis. That's the truth. Huh? What? I can't believe you do this to me. I thought you were my friend. $50,000. I don't even have that kind of money. No, you don't understand. This blackmail letter was sent to Ron the Light. Phew. Man, you scared me. I almost had a heart attack, you idiot. Yeah, I mean, this blackmail does have KB written on it. The security company that you are working at. If you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to KB Security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring $50,000. If you don't, I'll take that red diamond you received the other day instead. Red diamond? Huh. Well, that's an interesting detail over there. Very interesting indeed. Wait, I'm the idiot? Yeah, and I was totally confused because it says KB Security Run on the envelope. And that's why we asked you about this in the first place, yo.
Yeah, so what?
That's where I got a part-time job. At KB Security.
What?
Oh yeah, right. Maya and Phoenix didn't know about this. I mean, I read it on his uniform. It said KB on it. Therefore, I made the conclusion that he works at KB. But Larry didn't specifically say that up until now, so that's a little bit of a surprise for Maya and Phoenix. Sounds like I should really find out some more about this KB security company. What about this? Does anything come to mind? Listen, I'm a security guard. I'm not here to sell you juicy bits on the video and chew the fat, man. Funny. They had no qualms about selling samurai dogs just 2 years ago. Oh, Larry. Of course you would come back. Sometime soon, after all these years. But be serious, Nick. I couldn't care less about Mystic Mumbo Jumbo stuff. Of course, Maya is a different story. Talk about your mixed messages. Yeah, I mean, you lost your chances. I mean, lost your chances. You never had a chance to begin with, yo. What about this? I mean, Maya is ours, not yours. And what about this? Does anything come to mind? Alright. You're 26 years old, right? Don't you think it's about time you took a hard look at your life? Coming from a guy who can only brag about how many times he's been rejected. I find that kind of ironic. Well, admittedly, Larry Butts is looking for a girlfriend. Like, so many failed relationships and all that, but still. Hey, I remember her. It's Maya's big sister.
Wow, you really do remember.
Yeah, of course he would remember. Yeah, who could forget? A couple of gorgeous sisters. Hubba hubba.
You hear that, Nick? Gorgeous.
Yeah, Maya. Yeah, I don't think that he was referring to you and Mia specifically. He was thinking of something that Mia has, that's for sure. 2 gorgeous babes. Oh yeah, that's right. When I defended Larry, Mia was still alive. Yeah, that's true. Wow! You're being cute than the last time I saw you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you look totally different than 2 years ago. Did you think, Nick? Maybe it's because we're always together, but she looks pretty much the same. Same clothes and all and everything. Ooh, what a cutie. Hey Nick, what's the deal between you and this girl?
Hey, that's my cousin. Her name is Parfait.
Bro, huh? Too bad. Never date two girls with the same name. That's one rule I cannot break. Larry, Pearl's just 9 years old, goddammit. It's not like we're talking about a teenager or a lady that may look young. Pearl's really is a child. I think the fact that she's only 9 years old would break some rules somewhere. Especially in Japan-California. I mean, I hope that that's also the case in Japan-California. Whoa! What is this? Come on, man! Go on, Noby! Forget about it. It's on the need-to-know basis that you don't need to know. Hey, now! I thought we were pals! I got a major fake for girls with black sleeveless shirts and glasses. How do you know that? I mean, they have an orange-colored memo pad. I really lose my cool. He has to be making that up. He cannot read no agent. Can he? Maybe... Hey, maybe secretly... Well, I wouldn't say secretly, but... He knows every single hot girl in Japan-California. Up to this point. He has to. Hey, what about this person? It's me! What the... Oh, that's fun, he's got nothing to say. Well, if it's not Nick or a hot girl, then he has nothing to say about that. I just thought about something. What if it's actually a hot chick under that costume? Forget about it. It's a guy, trust me. Man, you're kidding my buzz, dude.
Boy, talk about someone who has a one-track mind.
Girls, 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 girls. You'd think that Larry would confuse this person for a girl, for a cute-looking girl. With Leia buns. Yeah, you cannot go wrong with Leia buns, that's for sure. This is one awesome lady, alright. It's been a long time since I felt this way. I think I'm really in love this time, man.
Long time, huh?
Yeah! Well, except for what I feel for you, Maya. I don't think even he knows what he's saying anymore. He just has no filter whatsoever. About KB Security. KB Security? The company in the blackmail letter. You know about it?